Hello. And before we start, just want any VTubers I may add in just as an example. I'm not saying they are in Fortnite. I don't work at Epic or that, but when it comes to a VTuber season, what made me kind of thought to make this video was when people kind of brought up about Kazunu AI when they were joining. Some people brought up about maybe a Hololive season or a VTuber season, and I think the VTuber season might work a bit more than a agency focused season. Not that there's any hate, but I mostly think it might be better having a VTuber season where we could have an agency kind of having a bit of evolvement in it, like Hololive or any other agencies, but also VTubers that are independent could join in on this. There could also be VTubers that play Fortnite on the regular that could join in, and probably even Fortnite Festival could add in some VTubers that basically are idols and they sing songs and all that, and I feel like they would have a great chance being in the festival category. But when it comes to Battle Royale, I think what it would really come down to is basically it would be how would the Battle Pass work? And I kind of took a bit and I was kind of thinking, how would a Battle Pass work? Because I know a lot of people would like to have their Oshis and that appear in the shop, that way they can get them. And I think the probably best way a Battle Pass VTuber theme could work is VTubers that have basically that have different variants of their own characters. Let's take Dragon Zen and Cyber Zen. One of them could end up in the item shop with a couple edit styles, maybe a Fortnite style, and the other one could end up in the Battle Pass and be a Battle Pass skin, or something like us. There's me and Ezra, so I could be an item shop skin, and then Ezra could probably end up in the Battle Pass, something like that. Something else that would have to come around is gameplay stuff in that. How would gameplay would work out? And it took me a bit to kind of think of some ideas on what type of VTuber weapons and that we would need. And there's a good amount of VTubers that have guns and have swords. That'd be pretty good, but we can also have other weapons and abilities. Let's take Yumi and say shockwaves. Yumi could basically have just redesign the shockwaves to a shockwave potion or healing mist, and make that a potion healing mist for your HP. Maybe there could be some slap potions, shield potions, even though we could probably just have normal shield. But that could be some change around, maybe explosive potions, but we can't have everything all potions and that. Some other stuff could be well, for me, I have rocket boots, so if we took something like Iron Man and he had those rocket boots, I forget what they're called, but there was rocket boots. They could get redesigned and be under my type of coding, and then boom, we got rocket boots but VTuber themed. Or even the chains of Hades could get changed into a microphone. Now what would that be like? Well, basically a microphone with a cord, and you could whip it around and grab players, pull them closer and whack them with it. It's just basically the same thing, just with a microphone design, and that's mostly just for the idol VTuber singingness. I don't know why I said ness, but yeah. But yeah, there could be a lot more, and I don't have too much like ideas. These are just some I wanted to give out. I would love to hear other people's opinions in the replies on what else you would like to see in Fortnite if a VTuber theme season happened. I know some VTubers are shorter, so maybe they could have mechs, kind of just like how they did mechs for what was it, South Park? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, South Park. So that could be something. I know there's VTubers that may have bigger boobas, and either they could work around that, or even just make them kind of like how they did Professor Frankly and I think it's Professor Frankly, unless I'm thinking of someone else. How they did in the Simpsons season with the Peely scientist guy. I think it was Professor Frankly. I might be completely wrong on that, but they could probably do something like that, make them Peely or Jonesy or Hope theme, and that would be pretty cool. I could also see car decorations. I know there's been some events where I've seen some pretty cool car designs on a lot of these cars, and honestly a VTuber themed car would be pretty cool. I think in our recent collab they actually have a car design on one of the collabs they have, and I felt like that was pretty cool designing, and would love to see like a VTuber themed design actually being put into Fortnite. One other thing that we could also have is like sidekicks, but as mascots. We got Dinobot, and he could be a sidekick, and same with like maybe a Gecko or Momo from Tara, or other mascots from other VTubers could also end up in Fortnite. Maybe they could even have like customizable hats or bit of color changes to them, so you can make your own version of your Oshi's mascot to be kind of like your own little guy. But I can't fully speak on other VTubers, but I wanted to make this video and kind of go over, you know, what a season could look like. I don't think too many people have been talking too much about it, but honestly, I think it could work. Probably way more than content creators. Not trying to start anything, but VTubers, they tend to have, well, lore and weapons and crazy things like that, and I feel like they could really work as a season. So if Fortnite, if you're ever watching this, add me to Fortnite. No. But please make a VTuber season actually happen. That would be pretty cool, and I think it would make a lot of people happy. Don't make it like an agency focus. Make it so it's all around. You got agency, you got independent, you get some of your content creators that play your game a bunch of times, and it'd be nice to get more VTubers in Fortnite, just like how Katsu, I can't remember their name. I think, shoot, it was AI. You guys would probably know. I'll probably slap it in edit. My mind's completely wiped on their name now. Damn it. But yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I know it was short, but honestly I would like to know your opinions on some Fortnite, what could get added, what would you like to see as a weapon in Fortnite, what VTuber stuff you would like to see, and that will be all. Thank you for watching, and I hope you can spread this out. Maybe we can get a VTuber season to happen, but for right now we just gotta hope and dream. But until then, see ya guys, bye bye.